Where do you live? What building?
Come on now.
What building do you live in?
Officers respond to a call of a fight between about 20 teens. Some of these teens are known to have...
I said after school fight, I'm thinking 1-2 people fighting. This a fucking after school brawl, 20 people fighting.
Have an extensive criminal history.
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
And they had an extensive criminal history, so just like the other story had a backdrop, this reaction has a backdrop as well.
This ain't a, oh, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get...
Come on, what you doing that for?
Why? Because it's called loitering.
The producer told me to rewind, but I just wanna see what happened. Because all I know is we 20 seconds in, a question was asked, he answered it, and then I just seen him being detained. So I don't, yeah, it's a lot. I don't.
Where do you live at? Where do you live? What building?
Come on now.
What building do you live in?
Officers respond to a call of a fight between about 20 teens. Some of these teens are known to have an extensive criminal history.
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
This ain't a, oh, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get...
Come on, what you doing that for?
Why? Because it's called loitering and prowling, and you're...
It's not called loitering or prowling if you don't know where he lives yet. So you're lying about that. You would have done better just saying we're detaining you because we're trying to find out what's going on and we're concerned you may run. Because I do understand it's a teenage child. You have 2 adults. The black guy, I'm not saying he's overweight, but he's bigger than this skinny little kid. The white person who may be older, or the other cop, I don't know if he's white. He sounds white to me. The older cop may just not want to run behind the young teen. That's... Telling the truth goes a long way as well, because you don't know he's loitering when you just asked, does he live here? He pointed at a building. Maybe he didn't know the name of the building or whatever. I don't know. You should know the name of the building if you live in it, though, the number or the letter.
Obstructing.
Come on now, what you doing that for? I just came out here. He ain't got nothing to do with that. He just got school.
Who are you?
I'm his cousin.
I'm not against the police. You got a kid running up to you telling you, I'm his cousin, he didn't do nothing. You just grabbed him and put handcuffs on him. I'm following all this. They got 20 teens just fighting. It's a lot going on. Neither one of these kids really seemed like they had to be detained. And out of the 2, the younger one, who's literally coming up to you, telling you what's going on. He's saying I'm his cousin. He's saying he didn't have anything to do with it. He came to talk to you and you put him in handcuffs. So you guys are asking, why does the black community have an issue with police? Let's not even talk about the brutality. Let's just talk about how if a black kid comes up to you and says, that's my cousin, you say, okay, I got to put you in handcuffs. Was he loitering too?
I'm his cousin. I ain't do nothing. I just got over here. You can take me. I got my phone in my stuff. Come on.
Did she attack the police?
She shouldn't attack the police, but I'm guessing that might be their parent or aunt. I wouldn't attack the police putting my physical hands on them, but I'm telling you guys, the police were wrong to just put that other boy in handcuffs. So I actually hope this goes to court because I want to find out. I know the woman's wrong. You can't attack the police. The other kid, I don't know if they could have detained him. I think that's fine. But the kid in the red shirt who said he didn't do nothing, which is one of the sayings that people make fun of blacks for, I don't think that the police were in the right for putting him in handcuffs. So I believe though this black woman is wrong for running at the police may actually be wrong for putting the black kid in handcuffs. And this whole situation needs to be sorted out for the sake of America. We all need to understand what the laws are so the parents can teach the children what's right and wrong. And so us as the people can know when the police are doing what's right and wrong. Because first part, or some of this seems right from the police, but some of this seems wrong. So when police do things that are wrong, are they held accountable? My assumption is no. I highly doubt people are upraised about the police putting that black kid in handcuffs. Most people probably on the right for sure are just talking about the black woman being wrong for running over there and grabbing the police. But who's to say that the black woman doesn't think the police might do something to the children? Nobody knows what anybody's going to do at this point in America because tensions are running sort of high. They're saying, Mom. I I do have a problem with the police now, because if that's his cousin, he lives there, the mother lives on the property. It's starting to kind of, I see why it's, on both sides, I see why this is tough for everybody. He's visiting potentially a relative. They asking him if he lives here. He doesn't know the names and addresses. A person who does live there, a child, the police have already detained him. So the kid is in his neighborhood and he's now being detained and arrested for going up to the police and saying, that is my cousin. He's trying to tell you what's going on. He's been put in handcuffs. You come out your house, your son is literally in handcuffs. You don't know why. You shouldn't touch the police, but I mean, let's at least give the woman the benefit of, not the benefit of the doubt, but some understanding of saying, why is my son in handcuffs right now? So maybe she shouldn't have touched the police, but what if she would have just came out there aggressive or came out there a little heated? Last video, we saw the police pull out a taser in 5 seconds. This video, in 20 seconds, the police had one kid in handcuffs. Within 5 seconds of the boy who I keep defending, within 5 seconds, he was in handcuffs. If the police are able to put black people in handcuffs just because they're black, maybe that's some of the reason why we have a problem with the police. I'm seeing that blacks can be wrong, but I'm seeing in 2 videos now that the police are like, matter of fact, I told y'all about me. Mine's different. I was dodging the police, turning them corners on that boy, so I'm going to take that back. I was actually doing something. But they did put the cuffs on me quickly in that situation. And that was when I was in my 20s. Something happened when I was 14. I was looking at my dad's car. He had a Mercedes. And they asked me if it was my car. I told them no, because it wasn't. I was like 14. So when you're young, people don't consider this as well. I was 14, so I just answered the question the police asked. I didn't think to say, oh, this is my dad's car. So when the police tried, y'all don't know me, but when the police put my hand down, I kind of acted like the little black dude. I had him backed up a little bit off me, but then the other cop came behind me and like touched me, so I slowed down. And then thankfully, my grandpa came out and said, that's his dad's car. Because you knowing me, I am a little reactionary. I'm trying to get homeboy off of me. Maybe in today's climate, he might have grabbed for a taser. That could have got ugly because somebody come at me. I'm defending myself. Yeah, it could have got real bad. All I know, the black boy who I thought was in cuffs, now he out of the cuffs. So I don't know how this is all like happening at the moment, or if we're getting body cam footage at different times.
Back it up. It's my big sister, please. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
But bro, he said back up. 20 seconds, one boy's in handcuffs. 5 seconds, the other boy's in handcuffs. Mine was in the wrong. He said that's my sister. Yes, sir. It don't matter. See, this is the thing. It don't necessarily matter how you treat the police from the standpoint. If the police are coming in like black people are saying, in the black neighborhoods, some of the lower income neighborhoods, the situation is already hot. The police look like, well, not the first video, they were calmer than this one. This video, it looked like the police coming in hot. For those who don't understand black vernacular, coming in hot means kind of like hot, I'm acting. They coming in and just doing stuff and moving, pulling out tasers, arresting people and picking people up without even allowing them the chance to comply. So I just hope that the viewers are seeing that in 2 videos now, the police are moving very, very fast. They're not giving us a chance to comply. They're saying comply, you didn't comply. Comply, you didn't comply.
These little boy them so bad. That's crazy.
She assaulted the police.
Yes.
He is obstructing.
Step away. Big sister. Step away.
I'm surprised he ain't left.
I don't think he's obstructing. He came to help the police because if you remember, he said, this is my cousin. I was trying to tell him what's going on. He said he moved out the way and all he did was speak. So I don't know if speaking to the police is obstructing justice in a calm manner.
He's finna get locked up.
You gonna leave his sister?
We got nothing to do. We just game over here. Get my sister the f off that ground. Or every time I stick the f one of your officers. Oh, God.
Now he's getting tough.
I ain't got no Wi-Fi, man. Let me go.
He came over that nice night yakking all crazy. I feel like people do that like when they know nothing's gonna happen to him. So now that he's already been put on the ground and moved out. It seems like he's just making a show for his friends, which makes him look bad. I was defending him, but now I can't because he's just putting on a show. I just saw the cop pick you up and sling you, so all of this, you about to hit somebody, is just bullshit, Brody. Black woman in a cop car, I'm fine with that. She did assault the police. I do have a problem with what the police did. I don't know where this happened. I'm 100% sure nobody's going to look into police's behavior. But this is what black people have marched for and white liberals. You got to have accountability on both sides. The police can't just be acting this fast and slanging people and arresting people so quickly. Or detaining them so quickly.
Where do you live at?
I don't stay out here.
Get out of here.
Again, she says she don't live here. They say get out of here. That's fine. But when somebody says you live here and you still put them in cuffs right away, that's a little sketchy.
Now, where do you live at? You work here. All right, kick rocks. Where do you live at?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You ask him if he live here. He say he work here. You say kick rocks. Police are rude, as we're seeing from the video cameras. The criminals are rude, as we're seeing from the video cameras. So basically, both sides are being rude and disrespectful to one another. Maybe that's why we have a problem with both sides. There's a lack of respect from the people being policed, and there's a lack of respect from the police. This man didn't do anything but walk, and he may be walking from work. He may have information that can help you. Nobody knows. You're just seeing a black person, and you had a problem with that. If a white person had been walking up in this scene, would you have told them kick rocks? I highly doubt it.
All right, kick rocks. That one. Which one? Red shirt?
Now what? They put him in cuffs. They let him out the cuffs. Now they putting him back in cuffs. Why? This is the police being vindictive. They have a problem with him. They dislike him, so they're now putting him in cuffs. Maybe he did something we didn't see on camera, but from what we saw, they put one in cuffs. They put the mom in cuffs. They started to put in them cuffs for no reason. Then after they put him in cuffs, after he was out of the cuffs, he said something about his sister. I didn't see him attack an officer or touch an officer, so I'm not sure why they put him in cuffs other than the fact they did not like what he did, which is like a personal vendetta. You're not supposed to be arrested because you said something the cops don't like or you did something the cops don't like.
Hey, okay, I get down.
Hey, he was getting tough a second ago.
You should have been left.
Where do you live?
The producer just walked in. I gotta tell him what happened. So homeboy, you know who they arrested for no reason, put in handcuffs for no reason, then let go. He got tough. One of the cops comes out and calls for him. I don't know if it was a cop who was already there or not, but basically they were going to get him. I don't even know if he committed any crime. But then as soon as the cops ran on, they just walked towards him. He said, "Okay, I give up," and turned around and my bad, and got on the floor. So he's just a funny character. I don't know why they arrested him.
Then leave. Where do you live? Put your hands out of your pants. Put your hands out of your pants. Where do you live at?
It's too much, bro. This man pants, his hand wasn't in his pants on his pockets like he had a gun. I mean, the man just had his hand in the front of his pocket, not too deep. So I mean, it's BS on both sides, but I definitely see why the black community is mad at the cops, rightfully so, because some of their actions are wrong. And again, there's a lot going on the cops got to deal with, and it's only 4 or 5 of them. So I can see also why maybe when they're talking to people, sometimes they don't know who's who, and they're trying to get stuff organized and situated. That's not the problem. It's just a problem that when people do answer you, tell them get rocked, you tell them get away, or you put them in cuffs. They haven't had one polite thing to say to anybody there, and everybody there did not act like that black woman the black woman assaulted them. Another black guy was just walking. The kid in the red shirt came up to them to tell them what happened. The black girl had a video camera, probably because she's trying to record police because of the police brutality. And then the original black kid did tell them, like, I live in this area. So no one was disrespectful to the police, but they've had remark after remark after remark after remark of attitude.
Where do you live at? Huh? Where do you live at?
Why you in my face, cousin?
Cool. Where is it?
Someone else is getting arrested. This just said wait. All right. This is how the situation is. If the cops ask you where you live at, in this situation, they're gonna arrest you if you don't live there, or detain you if you don't live there. You could be visiting someone. They didn't even let him get that far. They just said, "Where do you live?" Put him in cuffs. the people who say they don't live there, or work there, they have a nasty remark. I mean, it's just too fast that these actions are happening. Why don't they put every single person in cuffs at this point? It doesn't matter if you live there or not. They want to detain you.
Y'all can't just answer the question.
They pulled up not playing. Well, it was a fight. I guess that's pretty bad.
You say they pull up not playing. I'm saying they just pulling up and detaining everybody and asking them questions. If you're gonna detain them, just have them all line up and sit down. Right? If you don't know what's going on and you need to understand what's going on, you could have easily had asked all of those children to sit. You didn't give them a chance. Ask them to sit, and you could have asked them the questions in a row that you wanted to know. Those police officers walked up to that kid. That kid didn't go by the police. The police came up to them and asked them a question, and within 10 seconds had them in handcuffs. They're kids. They're not gonna off the top of the dome be able to answer your questions. They're just as flustered at you at the situation.
20, they said, and they know they got criminal history. They got tipped off with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not finna pull up playing.
Yeah, think about the property owner.
As I just said, I'm gonna say it again. Pull up, organize the situation, have the children sit down. Parents could come out, ask the questions you have to ask, wait for backup. That all can be done without every time a person gets close to you. You live here? No. Handcuff. You live here? Yes. Kick rocks. It's a better way to handle stuff.
If anything happened to them kids, they could get sued.
No, if anything happens to the property, the whole apartment complex is at risk.
Yeah, I'm talking about even if a kid died, anything, they could get sued. That property owner of that property gonna get sued for that. Yeah, because you gotta do that.
Yeah,
this
looks like a pretty nice apartment complex.
Yeah,
it is.
Like that's what's crazy.
They talking about we didn't have nothing else to do. We just pulled up. I don't think that's what you should.
Yeah, that
be
is a security problem.
I told you earlier.
When I was a kid, if all the kids going somewhere and I'm not home, that ass whooping gonna be.
Yeah, I can see how that's a problem for the apartment complex though. Because that's a security problem. Everybody can come through the gate and y'all ain't got security and something happen, that's a problem.
Yeah, you get sued for that. Y'all, I told you the dude in the red should have been left when his sister. I had to move around so different. Then call mama. It's over with.
Oh, the mama finna pull up.
He should have been left.
The mama finna pull up. That's what's finna be bad.
She finna do the same
he
thing.
didn't get to make the call. Look, when they take the phone, he's dialing. Why are they still just loitering around?
Where do you live?
I'm trying to move around. You want to get arrested.
Y'all heard what the girl in the white said? Shut the fuck up talking to me.
Yes.
This is bad.
Where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? Then leave. Where do you live? Put your hands out of your pants. Put your hands out of your pants. Where do you live at? Where do you live at? Huh? Where do you live at?
Why you in my face, cousin?
All right, cool. Where are your hands at?
Nobody did to y'all.
Other than his aunt or his big sister, nobody really put their hands on the police. I will say that much. The other dude said, get out my face. I mean, it was only 5 seconds. So the cop run in his face, asked him a question. I guess he told, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he responded. And then he said, get out of my face. So, I mean, that's not the proper way to respond. But, I mean, if you only was allowed to say 2 things, you might have not got to the correct answer yet.
Didn't do nothing to you. Stand
Yes,
up.
you did.
Because all I did was put you in cuffs.
I mean, this little dude funny, but exactly, like, I didn't do you nothing. I came up to you to tell you what was going on. He said he didn't do nothing, and then he caught himself and said, oh, I did put you in cuffs. Why? Why did you put him in cuffs?
And get me out of these stuff and take me home. See how y'all just dropped your body cam?
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
I ain't gonna lie. They said these 20 kids was fighting. I think they was fighting. I think that is a legitimate call. Yeah. But the way they act.
You live here, go to your
All they had to do was move around.
Literally, just go home.
Come here to call my sister.
I told you no.
It's right there.
She want her phone.
No.
She ain't did shit, so why she can't get her phone?
Stand back.
Just ignore Austrians.
I am confused to why the police has this girl. I mean, like I said, it's a lot going on. Why would the police have this person's phone? Oh, I guess they had a fight. It could be evidence, but the police didn't say that. I mean, the police are not. It's like a respect thing. they showing up doing stuff, but then they're saying the kids aren't respecting them, but they aren't respecting the kids, so it's just a lack of disrespect across the board. I would have a problem if I was sitting somewhere or standing somewhere, something happened, and the police just took my phone and didn't say why to me. Not even because I'm an adult, but as a juvenile, I would have had an issue with that.
Yeah, just ignore me.
We will.
You want to go to jail?
Why would she go to jail? It doesn't. It's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I keep repeating myself, but it's just the lack of disrespect on both sides is just. It's infuriating from both, and it's crazy. Like, you talking to her, she asks you a question, she just steps like she's gonna walk forward, and then you say you want to go to jail. So that's how police are treating young people and black people, right? It's the second you don't do what I say, you're going to jail, but not because you're not complying. Like, some things obviously everything you have to comply. But we've seen white people like speak to the police, is what I'm saying, that when we speak, if our answer is not exactly what you want, you can't put us in jail. Like, if you say I want to talk to your supervisor or something, that's a legal right we have. Some of these cops would be saying, no, you do what I say no matter what. Yes, but even when you're trying to do things you have the right to do, y'all are not listening.
She said, I honestly don't give a fuck. Okay.
Come to the garden. They got her in
Good
the
old
car.
Savannah.
Listen, George.
Step away.
Hey, I'm on the phone. Stop talking. Why you keep talking?
Boy, just wait. Just wait till my daddy get out here, boy. On my soap. You get up behind this. Y'all man, bro, shut up, man. Chill out, bro. You alright? You alright?
Man, they just arrested him too.
Where do you live at? Where do you live at? All right, you're about to come here and talk to me. Where do you live at? Good. You do have to talk to me. Watch me. Where do you live at?
I gotta ask you a question.
All right, then cool. We're going to handcuffs. Come on.
He was the most straightforward. I think they could have put him in handcuffs because he let him know off top, I'm not talking, so we gonna put you in until you get your lawyer. That's fine with me on him.
Let me go now. My phone.
All obstruction, ordering and prowling. I can do this all day long.
You know, last time you talked to me, you said you were going to kill us all?
I didn't say that. So we just put
Oh yeah, they did say that. Okay.
Answer your question.
That's called obstruction.
That's not
And right now, loading and prowling and obstruction.
Do you know the rule, Lord?
Do I know the rule? Yeah, I know the rule. I know the rule.
You just put me in handcuffs.
So, absolutely, there's not a rule.
Let me know.
I'm not sure where you got that rule from, but that's not a rule.
I don't have to answer your question.
You're right. You don't have to answer my question. You can go in handcuffs.
Take a seat.
Now it's called loading and prowling and obstruction. Have a seat. We need more cars.
They just don't realize they get detained.
Yes.
Okay, what apartment you live in?
No, I don't live in this apartment.
Okay. I need if you live here,
I live here. I live down the street.
have your mother, if you live here, have your mother to come see me. Pull her out. I'm not even paying
It just messes me up that they messing up a nice area, bro. That's the worst part about all this shit. It's a nice apartment complex.
She said, if you live here, you better come out with your mama right now.
She said, have your mama come see me. You see how when the black lady came and told them to leave, they left? But when the other cops told them to leave, they couldn't leave? Bro, if the cops tell me to leave anywhere, I'm leaving.
Wait till the boy in the red.
playing with
Wait
that.
till the boy in the red.
I would leave if the cops asked me to leave somewhere and it's like not my something I owned or somebody in my family owned. I would leave immediately, and obviously if it's something I own, I'd be trying to talk to them and find out what's going on. Why they asking me to leave somewhere that I own or am visiting?
Red mama pull up.
I live here, but I don't live
Have
here.
your mother, if you live here, have your mother to come see me. Pull her out.
I think she, manages.
I'm not even paying with you.
Appreciate it.
This is
Yeah,
the way
that's
this
what it
works.
takes.
If you do not live on this premises, then you are loitering or prowling, which means you are required to identify yourself to me. If you do live here, and I ask you your name and where you live, and you can't provide it, now you're required to quell my suspicions that you're not loitering and prowling, which is why you're in handcuffs in the back of my car. Now, what's your name? Cameron? I don't want you to be in handcuffs, but I don't want to take you to jail. I would much rather call your mom come pick you up.
It's a W.
Hey, yo, hold up. Chill out. First of all, we're going to start this whole thing over.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm her mother. Why is my daughter in handcuffs?
Your daughter is in handcuffs because she was fighting and then thought it was a good idea for her to try to swing on the police. So as of right now, your daughter is about to go to the juvenile detention center. You can ask him questions.
Okay, also, where's my son?
Who's your son?
He in that car too. He in the car too.
He in the.
They tried to tackle. No, this is.
So much going on. They know some of these kids were criminals, or not criminals, but juveniles, and they've had interactions with them before. So I can see why maybe some of them would put in handcuffs quick if they already knew them. I don't understand how the mom, if there was a fight, you would think the mother would know and would go have her kids come inside if they weren't a part of the fight, or if they were a part of the fight, still would have them come inside for their security. So I don't know why the mom's only coming out because the police are there. She should have already been out before the fight. And then it seems like she came out to the police and didn't really ask them what was going on. She came in and just assumed there was a problem. So I'm thinking that she probably could have come in with a little bit better of an attitude.
She was not fighting. They was jumping a boy, and then Rashad had jumped in, and I guess they tried to arrest him too. So that's when Morris swung.
All right, we're gonna stop all this. So this is the way this works.
That's your daughter?
That's my daughter, and that's my son.
Your daughter is under arrest. She hit 2 officers.
What did the officers do to my baby?
They tried to tackle Rashad, and that's when she jumped on him.
Hey, all right. Do we have a Rashad in custody?
Her brother.
So he's the first one to charge that baby.
Hey, so the Rashad dude, what I was trying to tell y'all was, man, this is crazy. The Rashad dude didn't do nothing, and he was put in cuffs from jump. He walked up and said, "That's my cousin," and they put him in cuffs. So then the sister went and did attack the officers. So I can see this mother might have not knew what happened, but from me knowing what happened, she's not completely in the wrong. Her son was arrested for no reason, detained for no reason, and the daughter was detained for coming at the police for detaining her brother for no reason. So as you guys can see, it's like just a complex situation of multiple wrongs.
There's no charges on him? No charges. All right, so, ma'am, excuse me. So right now, your son, Rashad, I believe he's one of the ones we had detained as well. He's not being charged with anything, okay? Apparently, there was a large fight out here. We don't know why yet. As this large fight broke out, officers arrived on scene here, and we tried to think.
In all honesty, like, she did break the law, and I get why you could charge her. But my thing is, if you're going to charge her, the police are saying they're going to let the Rashad kid go because of what I'm saying. He did nothing, like he said from jump. So it's kind of like if you guys know that boy didn't do anything, and then his sister ran at y'all or whatever because he's in cuffs, she's dead wrong. But like, supposedly y'all have like actual teens who are committing crimes. Maybe the ones who have a criminal record you should be trying to arrest and like detain. But maybe this girl who acted out of anger because of what was done to her brother, who y'all are now saying you didn't really need to have detained. I don't know. I feel like you guys could probably let her go, in all honesty. You don't have to, but you could. I would.
In control. Your son Rashad charged at one of the officers. He didn't get...
Dude, he charged at you saying, "That's my cousin. He didn't do anything." That little scary little boy that everybody see on camera that's scary did not run at y'all until way later and talk about that I'm tough shit. Out of the 5 interactions he had with y'all, 4 out of 5 he acted like a little scary kid. So he did not charge at those officers in a dangerous manner. He charged at them literally saying he didn't do anything. That's my cousin type thing.
He didn't hit anybody or anything like that, so he was detained. When that happened, I guess his sister came up.
Hold on, I gotta take a pause because of the mindset. She immediately asked, "What did the officers do to my baby?" Not what happened. Do we gotta run it back?
Where do you know that?
What the officers did to my baby is crazy.
She gonna just go behind the kids.
I gotta keep it 100. If there's a bunch of kids, right, and some of them are in the car, and then other ones are free. Why are the ones free and your kid's in the car?
Exactly.
Your kid did something.
I got my phone in my son.
Boom! Come on.
Put your hands
about to go to jail too.
You know that?
Look.
Kicking all type of stuff.
Yeah, she get up, she hit one of them. Look, watch. Hit him.
Hit him. The pause is crazy.
I don't like the Cartier. Well, some of the things he's saying been true, but they avoiding how the police are pushing the kids away. They avoided. They say they hit the cop. I mean, the cop's grabbing her. She looked like she slapped the man's hand. I mean, it's a lot going on, and they seem to be ignoring when the cops do certain things. Like the cops were quick to arrest and detain. They didn't say nothing. The cops pushed that little girl who they took the phone from later. They didn't ask the girl to move. They just pushed them. I just want everybody to be fair and look at it from both perspectives and not just say the police are always wrong. The people being detained are always wrong. From the two videos I'm seeing, it's a lot of give and take. So maybe that's why sometimes the criminals are getting these large sentences and sometimes the police are getting in trouble, right? Not saying every time the police got in trouble they were wrong, and not saying every time the citizens got in trouble they were wrong, but just saying looking at two videos, a lot of these things can play out either way. You putting it in front of judges and jurors, and it's like different people have different mindsets. They may be saying the kids are all wrong. I'm saying the kids are wrong and the cops are wrong. A liberal might be just not expecting much from a citizen and wondering why the trained law enforcement handled the situation why they did.
She came in like a damn hippopotamus running in.
Mom's pulled up.
You got jokes. You might get something from me soon, bro. You've been ripping a lot of people.
His sister came up, and that's when she struck two officers. That's why she is now detained and being placed under arrest.
I can't take this serious.
Nice apartment
So out of this whole fight, my daughter the only person going to jail?
Man, bro,
As of right now, yeah.
fighting. Mom! I want to speak to my mother. Mom! Shut up, boy! I know you out there!
What you keep hollering for me for? You don't think I can hear you? Do you not understand that I'm already pissed off? Because you told me that you was staying after school. So how the hell your ass end up in some...
He called me and said...
And I don't give a... When nobody called you and said, and you supposed to be your ass at my house. So how you get crossed out?
I honestly, if I was the police, I'd let both of them go. She seemed pissed. She probably gonna punish them. So, I mean, she is behaving ignorant with the police. She is behaving ignorant with her children. But I would say she is a loving mother. Like, she checked on the kid. He lied to her. She like, damn the police, damn them going to jail. It looked like she ready to whip both of them and try to find out what's going on with them. So she does want to discipline her children. So she's wrong with her attitude towards the police. But if you're looking at this, I would not call her a bad... I'm not going to say I'm not going to call her a bad mother. She cares about her kids, and she may be somebody who, let's say, her parenting isn't the best. She seems like on a calmer day when her kids are not in handcuffs, you could talk to her and say, well, look, these are some parenting tips. This may help you get the best out of your children, right? So a lot of people would see this woman and just judge her and say, well, look what's on her hair. Look how she came at the police. Even look how she's talking to her children. She may be doing all that bad, may not be presentable, may talk to the police bad, may be talking to her children bad. Look at the intent of what she's trying to tell her children. I'm talking to the police. Be quiet, young man. It's not for you to speak. I know where you are. I'm dealing with the police on your behalf. You don't need to be speaking to the police, and you don't be needing to call me. The adults are I mean, she didn't say all this, but I'm just explaining. This is probably going through her mind. I'm not joking about that. Let me deal with the police. You were supposed to be home. Since you weren't home, you're in this problem and you're in this predicament. Now I got to deal with the police and still raise you two. So I definitely see where she's coming from. So unfortunately, upper class, middle class, lower class, people don't take the time to understand what people are saying. So, it gets lost in translation when you have a situation like this where you have a mother who clearly cares for her children and wants the best for them and is doing, I don't know all what she's doing and not doing, but just in this particular setting, you can see that she wants the best for them and she's trying her best with what she knows. So I know a lot of people in the comments or who watch this may pile up on her and see all what she's doing wrong. She done some stuff wrong. She's doing some stuff right, and I just wanted to point that out so it doesn't get lost, in the grand scheme of things.
Because they called. I don't give a... Why is my daughter going to jail? Because you doing some extra... No, ma'am. They was trying to jump Kamora, and I jumped in.
And I just started shooting.
You got anything on you? Tell me now.
That's
a lighter?
Where?
Don't reach for it. Have you been around?
Why does he have a lighter?
Because your clothes leak a bit.
I feel like I know kids smoke when they're young. Kids, wait till you're 18 to smoke. Wait till you're out of high school. Just try to be older before you make these adult decisions. I know y'all not going to listen. Y'all going to smoke. Y'all going to drink. Y'all going to use cigarettes. they are kind of gateway drugs for some people. If you wait a little bit, you allow your brain to develop, you can make better choices. I tried not to do too much stuff till I was 18. I did do stuff, but I tried to wait. You won't miss out on those 2-3 years. And in the long run, it'll help you in life probably if you wait and just focus on the things the adults are telling you to focus on, like school.
Is there any on you?
I'm going to check the back of the patrol car. I'm going to find it if it's there, okay?
You might as well just tell us. In your sock? Alright. And I'll take your shoes off. Pop this up.
10-8.
Alright. Sit back in the car. She had nothing in her boxers.
Just the joint?
Just the joint. She had weed on her.
Yeah, we don't. No charges, right? No charges. Mom is right there.
He's showing love.
No charges. No charges. Mom's on the way. Once she gets here, we'll release. Got it?
She had a joint in her sock.
I see what's going on, why it's tough for everybody. Now the police are saying they're releasing kids because they don't know who caused the fight and what happened. So now the police are releasing the kids, and I think the problem is like, well, the police can only do something if there's a crime or something's happened. The parents are some of the parents are trying, but I think there's something being missed. It's like if people, I know this goes back to social programs like last video, but that's why they say people fall between the cracks. It's like you got small problems now, they just fist fighting. As a society, if we see there's fist fighting going on in this area and with these people, I'm not calling them out individually, but I'm saying the areas where you see the juvenile problems or you see these tensions, we should focus on programs and ways to address this before it turns into shootings, before it turns into robberies, right? I'm not saying that the parents shouldn't be held responsible for their children. I'm just saying, obviously, like Nick is always trying to say, whites are so smart. Well, if you're so smart, there are some things we can do preventative to help out when there's a problem. I'm suggesting now that while we have these little kids at the size where you could pick them up and fling them before they 6'4" and running 4-second 40s, when they're young enough and they're impressionable, deal with the parents, deal with the children, and try to work some of this out. Maybe in schools they can have certain programs. It might not have to be stuff after school, but maybe there's some way that we can, as a society, help people who are trying to help themselves. For example, to go back to that woman who had the 2 kids in that car. No matter how people feel about the way she's trying to do it, as I stated, she's trying to help those kids. If she's trying to help and there's something society can do in terms of like putting those kids in programs, she's clearly said after school, come straight home. These parents probably would be open to, if their kids are problems, having those kids work through those problems. So basically what I'm saying is some of these parents who have kids who are troublemakers or are in trouble, some of these parents will probably be okay with the kids getting the assistance and training to be better. I think the parents are trying, and maybe some of the parents don't know how to fix the situation. So at least if they're willing to help, we should at least say, if they're willing to help, we're willing to do something with you guys. Rather than just like this, the police let them go, nothing's going on, and then 5 years later we found out there was a shooting in this area. Probably because they were fighting when they were kids and they grew up, never learned how conflict resolution worked, and someone shot someone.
Who does? Who's that one?
She's the one who threatened to kill us last time, but I don't know.
Okay.
She threatened to kill him?
Tell me what's exactly.
We might gotta charge her or something.
They got to.
She got the weed. And then, we could have let her go for the weed, but y'all, you threatened to kill us last time. We got to put a little belt on your ass so you could, because you going to be a menace when you get older.
Who's that one?
She's the one who threatened to kill us last time, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me what's exactly went on.
So, our officers responded to a fight that just occurred here. There's apparently 20 individuals. Just a large fight.
Yeah.
When they arrived on scene, a lot of people scattered.
Yeah.
A couple of people came running up, and a couple people ended up getting detained because they were trying to fight police officers.
So I'm the new senior manager here.
Okay.
I'm not going to tolerate this. If you are tied into this and you live on my property, you're going to get a notice to vacate. I already got it from my ADO.
Have you met Linda? This is the property manager.
Good.
You hurt anyone, buddy?
She fucking with you.
You okay?
People getting
On my head. My head is hurting. I felt dead on my body.
Do you want to go with EMS? Do you want him to go with EMS?
No, he's fine. Where y'all taking her to?
See, now this little dude who didn't hit nobody, he didn't got hurt. He could could, in theory, say he wanted to press charges because I think what they did was wrong. He's saying he hurt. The mama just said he's all right. So this woman is not like just against the police and anything they do wrong trying to harm them. She seems to be trying to work with them and probably going to say, look, he got busted up. Let him come home. Don't give my daughter a record. It makes sense to me how the lady's acting.
We're calling right now, so we'll let you know in just a minute. Alright, love you too.
I'm the mother.
Her?
My son, y'all just called me.
Other vehicle.
Everybody knows.
Are we seeing a trend here, guys?
No fathers that pulled up
All
once.
ghetto mothers that pulled up.
Y'all reading a whole lot in this shit. So maybe that is the case. Maybe it's not. You know, I'll have to look into it. I do see that none of the fathers are at this particular thing. They could be working though, guys. So you're just jumping to a conclusion on stereotypes, which may be true, may not be true. I don't know. I'll look into this because I know a lot of people are always talking about there are no black fathers in the homes. There are also no white fathers in the homes, right? So there's more of white fathers in the homes, but both of them have a large percentage of fathers that are not married. Even if you are married, that doesn't mean you're in your child's life. And even if you aren't married, it doesn't mean that you're not in your child's life. So I do think the stereotypes, though funny, because I saw the producer laugh, the stereotypes may be funny, but we shouldn't just jump to conclusions about things. But I totally can follow that the moms came out and it wasn't fathers who came out. But who would call their dad if this happened, right? If you're a kid, would you call your dad and tell him the police were there? Probably not. You would probably call your mother if you think you're going to get better treatment. So that's me just kind of on the spot thinking about why you shouldn't draw a conclusion based upon the child deciding to call the mom. The child won't call the dad.
I'm the mother.
Her?
My son, y'all just called me.
Other vehicle.
Why are they mad?
Everybody knows.
Why are you mad at the police? You need to be mad at your child.
He claiming he wasn't out here fighting. He got put in handcuffs because he was out here fighting at some point in time with somebody. So he's not getting charged today, but since.
Now, how does this nigga know that? I'm just saying, like, he's saying he was fighting. Does he know he was fighting? He probably was fighting, but I'm just saying the proper thing to say would be there was a fight. We weren't sure if your son was involved, and if it's one of the boys, I'm thinking the ones they did detain were not answering their questions. Why not say he wasn't answering the questions? This is the problem with the police, and I'm glad they have cameras, and I'm glad everybody sees everything now. They're giving answers that make them look innocent when they could just honestly tell the truth, and people could be understanding of like, man, it's a big fight. There's so much going on. Some of these kids we know are reoccurring problems. It's just a lot going on to where I think people could be kinder and more genuine with one another.
He's a juvenile. We got to release him to your custody.
So what happened?
Big fight ensued and we showed up.
Who was he fighting?
They faced the vehicle for me.
Turn over, CJ.
And so I'm not telling you what to do, but I think you need to make better decisions. I didn't say.
He'll be outside.
I'm just saying. The point that I'm trying to make.
He's still being defiant.
Hey,
The point that I'm trying to get him to understand is regardless if he gets into stuff or not, who he hang out with, he don't need to hang out with.
He don't hang out with nobody.
We don't know that.
No, that's my son. He's not a problem child.
Oh, wow.
I know you say stop it, but we could just cut it off before the thing finished. To say he don't hang out with nobody, there's 40 kids out there, man. He's hanging out with the 40 kids, so obviously he hangs out with people. You saying he's a good child? He may not be. I just think that you should. I did say the police were lying, but you should still try to find out what's going on from, if not the police, the community. Don't just say that your child does nothing. We don't know that yet, but I'll let it a little bit more. Well, I could just stop it here. Just stop it here. Well, yeah, that's my rapper on her. Because I don't know what else this is going to go into. I just stopped it because she's saying he doesn't do nothing wrong. Well, first she said he doesn't hang out with anybody. Like I said, there are 40 kids out there, so they're all hanging out. That's what your child's hanging out. You were inside. Then you say he doesn't do nothing wrong. You are not out there, so you don't know what he's doing. And you saw him get out of a car, pull his bag out and act angry. So actually, these two black women is what I'm trying to show people about. Everybody's different. Like, not saying this is a bad mother and not saying she's handling the police negatively, but all I'm saying is like one's child was being disrespectful to the police and being disrespectful to her. She addressed the child. She said, "You're wrong, be quiet." The child said he was hurt. She said, "Don't worry about you being hurt." we're not pressing charges on the police. You need to go inside. She handled that completely different from the woman who's just sitting here. The child pulls the bag and catches the attitude. So it's like, I just think that maybe they're both single, but that didn't mean that they handled the situation the same. So when y'all keep saying single mothers act differently. It's not like every single mother doesn't chastise their child or discipline their child. Some single mothers are bringing in, if it's not the father, a cousin or an uncle or somebody to try to help raise the child in terms of like what is manly, what is feminine. So I just, not saying that I disagree with the Cartier boys. I was just saying that when we see a black woman, we just automatically say, anytime we see a black woman, the child's a problem. But if over 50% of the black kids are growing up in non-fatherless homes, not more than 50% of the black kids are committing murder. Not more than 50% of the black kids are on welfare. Not more than 50% of the black kids are committing violent crime. They all have single mothers and they're not doing those behaviors. So I just think it's a very stupid cop-out, a low IQ cop-out to say, oh, the child acted bad. It's a single mother. Over half the black mothers, over half the children are from black single mothers. So obviously, anytime something's wrong, more than likely you could just say it's because the mother's single. On the flip side, anytime a child has a job, anytime a child's not on welfare, anytime a child does well, over 50% of the time they don't have single mothers. So you could say the same thing about the children from single mothers. You could say most of the time they're not committing murders. Because most children of single mothers don't commit murder. I don't hear anybody bringing that statistic up, but it's a statistic. Like Emily Wilson said, statistically speaking, most single mothers' children don't commit crime. New statistic for you guys, like I coined a new term. If you like this video, please smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. New shows airing Monday through Thursday.